Big up to East Side Comics for this. Been waiting on this. Finally came in. Just gonna check this out. They packed it up really nice, professionally packed. Not only was everything taped and secure, it's found in here. My unpacking video. I've done an unpacking video in a while, so I'm trying to do this with one hand. It is still taped up. Let me see if I can get through this with one hand. May not be able to, but that's all right. You know what we got? We got blades. Okay, we got blades. That's what we got. We got blades. So we're gonna get into this. Is this the first unboxing? No, it's not the first unboxing on Run the Comics. I've had another unboxing, but it was very long ago. Very sharp, so I don't have to do a lot of work with this. Woo! Yeah, I see. It's peeking out. It's the last one. Because we guys still have haul to go through. Let me show you this one first. Flip it around like this. There's a book which I'm trying to catch up with, and it's really dope that I was able to get it. Immortal Hulk number 17. I know you can probably see on the side. That is dope. And also got Immortal Hulk, the Alex Garner number 22, as well as 22 version. So that's what I was waiting on. Immortal Hulk 17 and 22. That is dope. That's a lot of unboxing. Now let's get with this video. What's good? This is Joseph 3 Banks for Run the Comics, and we're going to show you what I got for this haul. Like I said, I already did the unboxing for this, so you saw this. Just want to give it to let's see another vantage point for Immortal Hulk number 17. Back this up a little bit. As well as Immortal Hulk. This is Raza with Immortal Hulk 17. This is Alex Garner with Immortal Hulk 22. The Gray Hulk. His name Joe. I forgot Joe something. I forgot his name. I'll probably put the name across here, but this is the Virgin variant. Really dope. Really happy about that. So here are the books. Let's get into these so you can see what I have gotten. And I'll put the name of the comic shops on the side so you know exactly who I went to. I usually talk about what books I got from what shop, but it's too many, so I'm just going to go through. His Hinterkind, I got number 1. I found a number 6 when I was looking at the shop. This is Hinterkind number 6. Empress from Icon. I have the variant of issue number 2, but this is the regular cover number 2, so that's really dope. I'm glad to get that. And I am starting to pick up back into Savage Dragon. So I want to get this one because this is actually the first one with Savage Dragon's son. It is coming into prominence. So this is 193 and Savage Dragon 194. Next, a character who I got introduced through the not the Incredibles, the Terrifics, Tom Strong. This is Tom Strong in Robots of Doom. This is number 5 of a 6 miniseries. I have number 1 and number 5, so I will be looking for 2, 3, 4, and 6. This is really dope. And some other books which I have, and these I'll be doubling up on that. And that's JSA number 80, 79. Check out that Garrick, the Flash, 78. All Alex Ross covers. Really dope. JSA. This is a book which I saw, which intrigued me because of the cover. It's called Dead Letters from Boom Studios. This was released a few years ago, but it just it looked cool. I just really dope. You don't see. I want to say that it was really dope seeing an African American person on the cover, and I wonder what this is about. You can see the little image in the other side of him with cops. You can flip it around. I love the covers. You can flip around, see another viewpoint. We're looking in a reflection. So that's really dope. It's called Dead Letters. This is number 1. Justice League. Can't say enough about this comic. Love this comic. This is number 29. The star of this, or the main person of interest in this, is Starro, or should I say Jarro. It is funny, it's endearing, and a lot of other emotions come from this particular issue. But it's really dope. If you haven't gotten to on Justice League, check it out. This is a book people have been talking about. I do not have number 1, but I found number 2 of Canto for IDW. And I started reading this a little bit, and it's really interesting. It's going through some backstory. So even though you don't have number 1, you still kind of catch up with number 2. I really don't need to find number 1. I'm gonna see if I can hunt it down and find it locally. But this is Canto number 2. Green Lantern fan for life. This is Green Lantern number 10 variant cover. Really dope by Corey Andrews. Look at that. It's just dope. And this book, it is hard to find these. This is PITT number 18, and I was able to find it. Wow, all these, the PITTs in the double digits, like after 10 in the teens, it's very difficult to find. I only had 20 issues, 19, 20, or 21 issues in the series before they had PITT and the PITT crew. But this is really dope on Dale Keown's Full Bleed comics after Image. So this is just really dope. Ugly Americans. So I'm trying to find the rest of these PITTs. That's going to be a challenge. Now this is a comic that I am starting to get more into. It's called Little Bird from Image. This is chapter 2. It has 5 or 6 books in the run. They just finished the run, finished the series, and this is number 2. Really interesting story. I have a blog that's going to come out that's really dealing with comics and Christianity, because a lot of comics I've seen have a lot of things to say about it, and I could see the tension. So I would love to have a blog that discusses how the Christian faith is perceived in comics, and also looking at how what people perceive is not what the faith actually espouses, or any of the doctrines of the faith. So I really would like to go through that and have a little talk with, and I have some dudes I would love to hook up a blog with to discuss those things. But this is a really dope issue, Little Bird number 2. And I was able to finally find Absolute Carnage, the Art Germ variant number 1. This is the only one which I wanted, really. And if I couldn't find, I wasn't going to get it, because I saw the cover A, and I was like, I don't feel like paying $7.99 for it. But I saw this, and said, let me just go ahead and get this. So here it is, Art Germ variant for Absolute Carnage number 1. I have all those other books with those Carnage splatters on there, so it'll be a nice little set. This book right here, I love this book. Sea of Stars by Image, about a father trying to connect with his son, about the challenges of parenthood, especially between a father and a son. It's a story about a father and a son. You don't have stories that's really dealing about that, and just him trying to get to his son and doing anything that he can to get to him, even though he hasn't been in his son's life for a long time. And it is a really touching story, and I really dig. This is really dope. I can't wait for number 3 to see how this story is advancing. And of course, the book that has got people, and I really didn't want this cover. I was looking for Huddleston cover for House of X number 2, but this is actually dope. This is the Storm action figure cover by Tyler Christopher Jason Tyler. I've got his name. It's Tyler Christopher. So I think it's JTC. But this is really dope, and this story is Benoodles. It is the talk of the town. It comes about story-wise with comics. And this story, if you have not read House of X #2, get House of X #1, get Power of X #1, and get this. You know, you should read it like that. You know, House of X1, then Power X1, then House of X2. But this is a dope story. Really, really dope. Speaking about dope stories, I'm about to fall down. Let me move this out the way. Don't want them to fall. Get over here. There's a light. This story here. Whew. DCeased #4, the variant cover. Man, I know what multiverse is this taking place in, but this story is a sad story. I don't know how it's going to end. If it's going to end on an upper note or a low note, but so many feels in this story here. Especially if you know me, you know what character I like. Was my favorite character. If you've been watching my videos, it did my character wrong. But there was a exchange, so we had a good exchange. So this is dope. You haven't gotten DCeased, get DCeased. It is a really good story, really great storytelling with them. Really dope, really dope. Next, let's come over here. These 3 books I was going to get in my LCS regular price, but I found them for 50 cents each. I still do not like how they put marks at the top of the books like that. I do not like that. I'm not going to resell the books, but still, I do not like my books with the marks on it or putting stickers on the books. Y'all gotta stop that, man. You gotta stop that. But this is Self-Made Image Comics #4, 5, and the last book of the series, 6, about a AI that actually becomes sentient or starts self-realization, and the creator of the character who's at odds of what to do, especially with the company wanting to rectify rectify the situation. So that's really dope. We have here Unearth #2. #1 was really cool. Calling everything cool. It's really messed up, really. But really find out about something they stumbled upon underground, and basically, what do you do now? So this is Unearth #2. It's really more of a horror feel. Well, that's really dope. And with DC, you have Collapser #2. Collapser #2. I actually like #1 about a guy who got a gift. Unfortunately, that gift is a black hole, and it's attached itself to his chest. And basically, at the end of the book, that's where you get the gift. So now, find out what happens to him. So that should be really dope. Heard about this book. It's only gonna be 2 books in the series. This is #1 called The White Trees. This is a mature book, and I think I'm gonna get the series of 2 books, and I may end up reselling these. It's not a book you want to give your kids or let the kids stumble upon, and it really kind of just shocked me. It actually went there, but I like this character. It's like one of the main characters. I think it's Kylos or Strilos or something like that. But he is a really dope character. He has a lot. He has levels where they, in such a short while, you can kind of see how he's dealing with things, and you know, you see how men certain times deal with issues in his way. And this is an interesting book. I would say this is a mature reader. It has it's not actually it has some language, but it's not more about the graphic imagery in it. And I wasn't prepared. I was kind of prepared. I heard some rumors about it, but yeah, I wasn't prepared. Next, but it was talk about book, but this book was really talked about. Once and Future #1 from Boom Studios, and this book has been hard to find a lot of places, Well, I'm going to talk about something a little bit later, but it's hard to find a lot of places. But I found it, number one, they only had 2 books. I was going to get both of them, but I said, no, I'm just going to get one. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to be able to share the love with other people. We only had 2. And that was this morning, okay? So that's that. Silver Surfer Black number 3. This is the was it a homage to, I think, Thor number 4. Put it like this, you can show the book up here so you can see the homage that is 2, but this is Silver Surfer Black number 3. Really dig the story. Trad Moore's artwork I really love that trippy artwork, and I'm really into the story. I'd like to see where it's going to go next. Black Hammer, Justice League number 2. I like the first one. I really just want to see how they deal with the situation being in reverse realities. This is going to be really dope. It's going to be really dope. And speaking about dope, now some of Powers of X. His Powers of X number 2. Wow, I'm ready to dig into this. I want to get the Huddleston cover. They did not have the Huddleston cover. I want for Powers of X and House of X number 1. I have Huddleston covers, which I love those. I meant to get it for Powers of X number. House of X number 2. But I didn't know which one it was, and it was actually in front of me after I found out. But this is Pepe Larraz's cover, which is still dope. And I still want to try and get that Huddleston cover for Power of X number 2, and also House of X number 2, if I can possibly find that. So we shall see. And another event that's going on, Leviathan's the variant cover for number 3. Dope cover, and I really want to see how this is going to go. Just interesting. We'll see. It's not as strong as the X-Men comics for House and Powers of X or Power of 10, but it's getting up. It's heating up, and hope it heats up in this one, because even Justice League is actually a better story in my opinion. Did I mention about Tom Strong? Tom Strong number 11. Tom Strong number 12. And Tom Strong number 13. It did not have 14. It had 15, but it did not have 14. So I gotta find 14. I wanted to be at the LCS, but it was not. And that's alright. We shall find it. And a new comic that just came out. Talked about it in their I think it was a free comic book day book for humanoids. This is Omni number 1, covered by Atlanta's own Afua Richardson. Really dope, really beautiful cover. And she has an interesting ability, and I think I talked about it in the previous video, which I talked about humanoids free comic book day book. I think I may have talked about it in that, but I may put the link of that actual that video. So, and finally I can see what Immortal Hulk number 1 is about. This is the director's cut that came out. So this. And actually the LCS, which I got this from, they actually had Hulk number 1 all the way to number, I think, 15, 16, or 17. And I think they want to sell the whole lot together, because I asked for number 3, but you know, I had to call back and stuff like that, but that's alright. But this, I'm finally getting the chance to see the Alex Ross cover, and also the director's edition, to see exactly how they did certain things and the reason why and blah blah blah. This is gonna be really dope, really dope. Really happy about that. Speaking of Little Bird, this is number 3. I am, like I said, I'm gonna get the rest of these. It's really dope illustrations. I think it's I don't know if it's Ian Bertram or if it's Matt Hollingsworth who's the illustrator of this, but really dope style. That is cartoony, but it's very fleshy and very tangible. So it's kind of like a Trad Moore in a way, but it's different. Everybody has different styles. I love seeing different styles of comics. And lastly, did I talk about Once and Future? One, but I found 2 more at the spot. And I'm gonna show you a picture on here that I put on my Instagram. But I was able to find a heaping lot of this book, which a lot of places have been running low and they couldn't find this book. People, I mean, I'm trying to get it. I found a spot that had at least 20 of this book for Once and Future #1 from Boom Studios. I was so tempted, but I said I'm just gonna get 2, and I'm gonna go back tomorrow and see if they still have a bunch. If they still have a bunch, I'll probably get 2 or 3 more. And you know, hey, if you want one, hit me up. Maybe I'll give you a deal. You know I'm gonna try and you know I'm gonna upcharge. You know that, right? You know I'm gonna resell you. But I don't know. I see what I'm gonna do. But it's really dope. I was able to find this, and because the first place I went to, like I said, it had 2, and that was early in the morning. This is at night where I got these, and they had over 20 of those. It was in. You saw the picture I put up? Did you see the picture I put up? Crazy. Wait, let me get out of here. This is Joseph 3 Banks for Run the Comics. I ran my mouth for a bunch. I hope you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to get notifications about my upcoming videos. And we're gonna start dealing with some other things about the comic culture from artists, which I like, stories I like, and really showcase those. Hopefully within the next few months. So if you want to see those type of videos, let me know in the comment section, and let me know what you'd like me to like to see besides hauls, because most channels have hauls. I want to do more with channels. I'm going to do some drawing on them. I have some blank covers, do some blank cover illustrations. So let me know if you'd like to see those with myself and also my daughter. All right. Well, this is Joe, like I said, Joseph 3 Banks, and I am out of here. All right. Grace and peace, 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 and run those comics, son.